the needle is starting to move. Obviously, there's recognition thanks to teams like Canada's women's soccer team and the hockey team and the performance of Olympians, and the list goes on.
Hometown Hockey and Top of Her Game host Tara Slone has been an advocate for more coverage and inclusion of women's sports in media for years.
We are, starting to feel it become normalized, I think. But no, we're not there yet. And that's why it's important, I think, to be intentional about marking days like International Women's Day. We celebrate all year long. We do want it to be a celebration, but I do think it's important to take stock of the steps that have still yet to be made.
Sloan, as well as Sportsnet's Emily Sadler and myself, are hosting a Twitter Spaces conversation on International Women's Day.
Basically, it's kind of like being on a party line. I hate to date myself, but for those of us who are old enough to remember, it's like being on a phone call with a bunch of your buddies, and a bunch of other people can listen in.
Some of the people taking part in the conversation include Team Canada basketball and WNBA star Natalie Achonwa and Olympian Georgia Simmerling, who's the first Canadian to compete in 3 different sports in 3 different Olympic Games and launched her own sports agency for female athletes.
Georgia, I think, is such an example of if it doesn't exist, then create it yourself. She saw a gap in the marketplace. She's competed in 3 different Olympic sports. Like, she has, she deserves all the flowers for everything that she's done, and she wants to make the space to elevate women.
You can scan the QR code on your screen right now that will take you where the Twitter Spaces conversation will start, happening at 12 p.m. Eastern on International Women's Day. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.